Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Sir,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good up.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How do you do all? How are you all? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we have to begin with questions and answers. Sorry. Sorry. What is it?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you see the screen, everybody? What?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
can you see this page of question answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
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 Okay.
Yes,
At the same time, board also.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
yes,
So, and me also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we begin with the question answer session. Already we have finished the chapter, The Making of a Scientist. Word of the day is vista, which I have already sent you on the group, and the meaning is pleasing view.
Pleasant view.
Yes, pleasant view. For example, when I climbed up to the mountain, I could see the pleasing view of the lake. Okay, so that's word of the day. Now, since we have finished the chapter, I know that all of you know the story. All of you have read about the journey of Richard Ebright, how he, from the very beginning, struggled, worked hard, had determination, kept patience, and he possessed many qualities, good qualities of becoming a scientist, and became a successful scientist. So just as we begin the question and answer, I want any one of you to summarize the chapter, to summarize the story in your own words. Then we have the questions and answer. You can see it on the screen. So who is interested? Say first and begin. Who is that? Say your name. Who is ready for the summary of the chapter which we have already finished? Summarizing the chapter in your own words. Yes? No one? Ahad Sheikh has raised his hand. Very good, Ahad. So Ahad is the first one to tell us. Okay? And I know that all of you know it. All of you can tell me. Yes, Ahad, begin. Go ahead.
Sir, the making of a scientist, sir, it is a story of a scientist named Richard. Sir, it is an interesting study of how Richard became a scientist after the early death of her husband. Everything was for his mother. He used to get top grades in school at a very early age. When he was just in the second standard, he had already collected 25 species of butterflies, and the book The Travels of Monarch gave him a thorough knowledge about the monarch butterflies. In the second year of his high school, Ebright began to search an unknown hormone in the gold spots of butterflies. In later years, he discovered how a cell could reach the blueprint of its DNA, and
Very good. Go ahead. Okay, somebody would like to join him, help him. Any one of you? Very good, Ahad Sheikh. Anyone who would like to join him, help him further? Raise your hand.
Sir,
Yes. Go ahead. Charvi.
yes, sir. So with this theory about the life process, that how a cell can read the blueprint of its DNA, his roommate James R. Wong also made plastic models and published this theory in the paper. And after that he graduated from Harvard with highest honors, and he stood second in his class. And then he also began to do experiments for testing his theory. Also, the story tells us that Richard Ebright was very interested not only in studying but also in other things like canoeing and debates and public speaker. He was an all-round personality, and his SST teacher Richard A. Wearer also helped him and opened his mind to new ideas. and he also told that Richard was very competitive, and in a good sense, he would do his best for winning.
Very good. And what is the contribution of Dr. Frederick? Dr. Frederick Urquhart,
Sir, Frederick give.
what is his contribution? He gave him many ideas.
Ideas for science fair.
Yes, ideas, suggestion about monarch and butterfly. Okay, so all of you have understood the chapter. Anybody has any problem now? Clear? Everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, first question is on the screen for you. That is, how did a book become a turning point in Richard Ebright's life? I repeat the question. How did a book become a turning point in Richard Ebright's life? Who wants to answer? Raise your hand. Say the answer. Shrestha.
Yes, sir.
Yes, say the answer, Shrestha.
Sir, the book The Travel of Monarch X opened the world of science for Richard. After reading it, he became interested in tackling the migrations of butterflies. This interest led to his other projects and experiments. Finally, he became a great scientist.
Yes, so for short answer question, if it come in short answer, you can write that much. And remember, when you write the answer, remember the marking scheme. Marking scheme is always content 50%, expression 50%. So even if it for long answer type question, you get 50% mark for content and 50% for expression. So you need to write the correct subject matter, correct content. At the same time, you need to express it without any mistake. There should not be any spelling mistake. There should not be any grammatical mistake. You must be able to write the logical structure. You must be able to connect it properly. So this is how you get mark. If it is for 8 marks, if any question is for 8 mark, long answer type, you would get 4 plus 4. So 4 marks for content that you have written, the way you have written, what you have written, and 4 marks for your expression, means your language, your words, your sentence structure, your tenses, coherence. Okay, so that is the answer of the first question. How did a book become a turning point? Yes, what was the name of the book which became a turning point in Ebright's life?
The Travels of
The
Monarch Kent.
travel of Monarch X.
Travels
of Monarch
Very
Kent.
good.
Travels of Monarch.
The Travels of Monarch.
Monarch.
Monarch X. X also is there. The Travel
X.
of Monarch X.
Sir,
The travel of
10.
Monarch X.
Yes.
10.
Next question. Now, one who wants to answer will raise his hand. I am reading the question for you. So, question is, how did his mother help him? How did his mother help him? Yes. So there are 5, 6 participants. I can see they are raising the hand. Yes. So the one who raised the hand, answer quickly. Yes.
Richard's mother proved to be a great
Yes. Go ahead.
Richard's mother proved to be a great help. She took him on trips and bought scientific equipment for him. She spent all her time in setting up challenges for him. This helped him to learn a lot. She presented him the book The Travels of Monarch X. The book changes Richard's life forever.
Okay, yes. So the answer is that how did his mother help him? Richard's mother she proved to be a great help. First of all, she provided him the scientific instruments, materials used for his project. She took him on trips and bought scientific equipments for him. She spent all the time in setting up challenges for him. This helped him to learn a lot. She presented him the book The Travels of Monarch X. The book changes Richard's life forever. So this is how his mother helped him in becoming a scientist.
Sir,
Yes, speak.
sir, we write this answer in points.
You don't write answer in points. Like how many points you want to write? Tell me first.
6, 7,
Tell me
5,
how.
6.
No. In English, you need to write the answer in a paragraph. Even if you're writing for a short answer question, you need to mention it either in one paragraph or two paragraph. For longer type answer also, you must divide it into paragraphs. You can subdivide the points and write those 4.5 point in the paragraph. But just in short answer type, you don't write just point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in point, some of you may write just one word, just two word in short. No. In English language or Hindi language, always your content plus expression is seen. Suppose you write the answer only in mere points. So how would the examiner assess you? Because you are just writing in points and you would be saying, I have written correct answer in point, but there is no grammar, no tenses, then how he is going to assess you? Therefore, it is always better to write the answer, whether short or long, in paragraph. Even if it is short answer, you can write it in two paragraph if it is, or at least one paragraph. Longer answer, long type questions, you can write in 3 to 4 or 5 paragraph, depending on the requirement of the words, word limit. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What lesson does a bright learn when he does not win anything at a science fair? What lesson does he learn? Yes, so Vedansh Mittal has raised his hand. Yes, Vedansh, tell me what lesson has he?
Sir Albright exhibited slides of frog tissues at a science fair. He did not get any prize. He learned an important lesson that science is not just about display. It is about projects and experiments. He began conducting experiments from that day onwards.
So what lesson did he learn? In your own words, what can you say? What lesson did he learn, Shubham? He lost in the competition. After losing the competition, what lesson did he learn? Yes, Shubham. Mohit Nagar, you answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
answer.
he learned that he have to perform a real experiment.
It is about real experiment, hard work,
Yes,
not
sir.
a mere display of the model. No, it is about projects and experiments. And after this, he became more serious, more hardworking, more interesting. He did not lose hope. He did not become disappointed. Rather, he thought to participate again next year. And he came up with a fantastic project next year. That is how these monarch died, the disease, he presented that and he had won the competition. Next question is, What experiments and projects does he do then? What experiment and project does he do then undertake? Means after having lost the exhibition. What project? So, yeah, Sagar Porwal. Yes, Sagar. What project?
He undertook many projects and experiments. He
Speak
worked
louder.
on Viceroy. He undertook many projects and experiments. He worked on Viceroy butterfly to show that they copied monarch butterfly. He studied bright spots on the monarch pupa and discovered a new hormone. Also, he found out how cells read their DNA.
Yes. Naira Qureshi. You are also raising your hand. Yes, Naira.
Yes, sir. Um, Sir, he took in his eighth grade. He found the cause of viral disease that killed all monarch caterpillars. Then, in next year of his science fair project, he was to test the theory of the butterflies. It was that viscera butterflies copied monarchs. His next theory was to see whether birds ate monarchs. Then he found that monarchs don't taste good to birds. Then next he began the research and it led to the discovery of an unknown insect hormone.
Good. Now, let's go to the next question, that is, what are the qualities that go into the making of a scientist? What are the qualities required to be a scientist or a good scientist? Yes. So, the one who has not answered, let me give a chance to him. Who is this? Shrestha, Naira, they have answered. Shubham. Yes, Shubham. Yes, Shubham. Answer. What are the qualities that go in to making a scientist? What are the qualities required to be a scientist? Shubham, are you listening? Are you getting my voice? No? Okay, you answer. Charvi Gupta answer.
Yes, sir. There are three essential qualities that make a scientist. The first is the first rate mind. Next is the presence of curiosity. Last but not the least, it is the will to do the best and win.
Okay, so these are written in the book also. In the last paragraph of the book also, the ingredients required to be a scientist. We had read yesterday. Okay, so what are the ingredients? What are the qualities required to be a scientist? Basically, three essential qualities are written, but there are other qualities also which we had discussed in the first class in the introduction and summarizing the chapter that time also. Next question we move on to, that is, how did Abrahit's mother help him? This already we have done. Okay. Then same question, how did Richard's mother help him to become a scientist? More or less same. Now this question you must be answer. Why did Richard Ebright raise a flock of butterfly? Why did Richard Ebright raise a flock of butterfly? Yes, Naira. Naira, want to answer? Yes, Naira, answer.
Yes.
Answer. Yes, answer.
Sir, can you please tell the question again? I was just writing the answer.
Okay, you are trying to find the answer on the screen. Answer is not on the screen. This is the different question which is not there on your screen. So the question is, why did Richard Ebright raise a flock of butterfly? Why he thought of raising butterfly under his basement area, basement?
Sir, as to catch female monarchs, he take eggs and raise them in the basement.
Question is why? Okay,
Sir, I'm
Shubham.
not.
Shubham answer. Shubham.
Yes, sir.
Answer same
So
question.
it was difficult for him to catch more butterflies, so he thought to raise them in his basement.
Okay. So it was difficult for him to catch many butterfly. He had caught around 70 to 80 butterfly, but it was difficult for him to recapture the tagged butterfly. The butterfly
Butterfly.
which had been tagged. Yes, Charvi, you want to say something?
Yes, sir, I was answering the same.
Say.
That it was very difficult for Richard to catch many butterflies for his experiments because he needed a large number of butterflies. So he finally decided to raise a flock of butterflies and also observe their life cycle from egg to caterpillar and to pupa and to finally adult butterfly.
Okay, good. Next question. What other interest besides science did Richard Ebright pursue? What opinion did Mr. Wearer, his social study teacher, have about Ebright? I repeat the question. The question is, what other interest besides science did Richard Ebright pursue? Yes. Shubham, answer. What other interest?
So he was interested in debating, and he was cool personality in
Yes.
speech, and he was interested in astrology also, astronomy, and doing new experiments.
Yes, yes, very good. Go ahead.
And he was curious about what is happening around him.
Okay. So, other than science, Richard Ebright was interested in collecting rocks, collecting fossils, coins, and was also interested in gazing the star. He was interested in astronomy. He was also a good debater, a good speaker, canoeist, and an expert photographer. Mr. Wearer, his SST teacher, felt that Richard not only was interested in his experiments but also kept his mind open for other things and put in that extra effort to attain success. This is the answer. This is what you need to write. Got it, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next question. What are the achievements did Richard manage at the age of 22? Who want to answer? Raise your hand. What are the achievements? So, Charvi and Shubham too have raised their hand. Yes, Shubham, answer. What are the achievements?
Richard had a rare honor at the age of 22. He wrote an article with his friends about a theory of how cells work. The article was published in the scientific journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. No one had this achievement at such a young age before him.
Good. So that's the achievement. At the age of 22, he had written an article with his friend about the theory of how cells work, and it got published in the scientific journal. Next question. Richard became a collector at an early age. How? How did he become a collector at an early age? Yes. Who? Others also can answer. You can also raise your hand. Other students can raise your hand. No? No one is there? Mohit Nagar?
Yes, sir.
Answer the question.
Richard was the only child of his parents. He had no company at home to play with, so he started collecting things in his spare time. He would collect coins, fossils, rocks, and butterflies as a hobby.
Okay.
Sir, may I try?
Yes, of course.
Sir, Ebright collected butterflies as he was curious to seek information, and it shows his keen observing powers, perseverance, patience, and self discipline.
Right. Good. Now let's move on to the next question. And the question is before you on the screen. Question is, why did Richard lose interest in tagging butterflies? Why did Richard lose interest in tagging butterfly? Yes. Who want to answer? Krish Palricha? Divyansh Pandey? Vipul Agrawal? No. Yes. Mohit Nagar? Say.
Yes, sir.
Say the
So he
answer.
loses interest in taking butterfly because when he releases butterflies, he recatch only two butterflies.
Okay, Ahad Sheikh, you had also raised your hand. Ahad, say.
Sir Richard raised thousands of butterflies, tagged them, and released them to study their migration, but soon he lost interest because only two of his tagged butterflies were returned to him and they had traveled only 75 miles.
So they had traveled only 75 miles and returned to him. Only two butterfly out of many. Okay, so he lost interest in that and thought of raising the butterfly himself there in his under his basement. Next question, let's move on to that is Richard's project on the purpose of the 12 tiny golden spots on a monarch pupa was highly valuable in two ways. What are those two ways? Yes, Shubham, answer. What are those two ways about the project?
His project has a huge impact. First, he discovered a hormone that was necessary for the growth of the pupa. Secondly, he got a chance at the work at famous laboratory.
Right. So it had a huge impact. First, he discovered a hormone that was necessary for the growth of the pupa. Secondly, he got a chance to work at a famous laboratory.
Sir,
Yes, what was the name of the laboratory? What was the name of the laboratory? Remember?
Walter Reed Army Institute of
Walter Reed Army Institute. And another laboratory, another one.
US Department of
Yes,
Agriculture.
yes, very good. Yes, Charvi, you were saying something, you were adding something, say.
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir, we can also write that this experiment also led him to discover how cells read the blueprint of DNA
yes, we had discussed
and
that.
popular theory.
Yes, how the blueprint how the DNA or the cells can read its own blueprint. You can add that also. Now next question. Why do viceroy butterflies copy the monarch butterfly? Yes, who want to answer? Why do viceroy butterfly copy the monarch butterfly? We have discussed the answer. Yes, Ahad Sheikh, answer.
So birds eat viceroy butterflies because they taste good to them, whereas monarch butterflies do not taste good to the birds. So the viceroys try to copy the monarchs to protect themselves from the birds.
Yes, so in order to trick the birds, they copy the monarch because the viceroy tastes good to the birds, whereas birds do not like monarch. Yes,
Monarch.
so therefore they wanted to trick the birds. Next one is, now this is for long answer. Discuss the role of Hebright's mother in making him a scientist. So you need to write everything about his mother. How did she support him since very beginning? He had lost his father at very young age. You need to write in detail. Richard Ebright displayed a well-rounded personality. Do you agree? So again, you have to write it in your own words. Dr. Urquhart contributed significantly to Ebright's growth as a scientist. Explain. Important question. Yes, how did Dr. Urquhart contributed significantly to Ebright's growth as a scientist? Yes, who wants to answer? Say the answer. Any one of you? Say quickly. Yes, say Charvi. Say the answer.
Yes, sir. Richard had become bored with collecting butterflies. His mother got him a book on migration of butterflies. Richard came in contact with Dr. Urquhart through the book. Dr. Urquhart directed him to study the migration pattern of butterflies. When he did not win any prize in the science fair in the 7th grade, he again wrote to Dr. Urquhart to guide him. The scientist gave him many suggestions for new experiments. Richard performed these experiments throughout his high school and won many prizes. Later, he worked on why bright spots are found on a monarch pupa, motivated by Dr. Urquhart. It led to the discovery of a new hormone. The discovery of this new hormone further led to an important theory. The theory was about how cells read their DNA. In this way, Dr. Urquhart proved to be a true mentor.
Very good. So all of you can go through these answers. We have finished the discussion of question answer. Now anybody has any query, any doubt, any extra input, you can add, you can share, you can ask. Yes, any one of you? Is there any other doubt, any other question?